And I don't know why he did this. I don't know why he wrote this bogus note. I don't know why.
It's not bogus. He's got a back issue.
He doesn't. The problem is he's not licensed to practice medicine.
If Dr. Steve wrote a fake note, if Melton's not really sick, and Dr. Steve wrote a fake note, then that's way worse than anything. Because then he's fucking with the courts, and they don't like that. If he lied in the note that Melton actually, his back is fine, which I don't believe.
That we're finding out all this stuff. So he wrote this bogus note. I don't know why he doesn't. The problem is he's not licensed to. And I don't know why he did this. I don't know why he wrote this bogus note. I don't know why he doesn't. The problem is he gave them stipulations to abide by. Does he, claim he can't sit down, yet he's sitting down for hours doing these shows? And
exactly, there's evidence.
Then this doctor's note shows up from an address that's a FedEx store, which
I used to have a want to hear a funny story? When I lived in New York, I was living with my girlfriend, and her thing was illegal sublet. She was living in illegal sublet. So when I moved in, it was doubly illegal sublet. So there was it wasn't even like a CVS or something, but there was a local like FedEx, Kinko's, but it wasn't Kinko's or FedEx. It wasn't a national chain. It just was like a FedEx, Kinko's, maybe pharmacy. I don't remember, but it was close to the apartment where on the Upper East Side that I was moving from, down to the Village. So I got a P.O. box at this store, and that's where I would get my mail. And then at one point I went to get my mail, and the store was closed. They went out of business. I'm like, what? They have my P.O. box. So I had to go to the fucking post office, and they're like, yeah, they're out of business. Here's your mail. And I was like, what? Never. I don't think P.O. boxes could go out of business.
Or a UPS store or whatever it is. And it seems very strange. So we look into it, and it's Dr. Steve, who is a hospice doctor, not a spine doctor, not a back doctor. He's a hospice. He basically makes old people feel comfortable and put slippers on them.
That's what he's doing.
I don't know if he might die. He might, write him a script for what's the morphine or some shit. I don't know. And it's not even all the time employers. Private citizens can say whatever they want about anybody's medical records if they know them. Private citizens are not subject to HIPAA.
If you're with a pending court case, you might be.
That is a medical profession, health insurance, at least in the state of Minnesota. Maybe there are gayer states out there, but I'm pretty sure whatever.
Maybe there are gayer states out there. But these guys really have a gift of gab. Maybe there are gayer states where you can't.
Rules we have are the gayest, subject to HIPAA. That is a medical profession, health insurance, at least in the state of Minnesota. Maybe there are gayer states out there, but I'm pretty sure whatever rule.
I want to move to a gayer state. What is the gayest state? Rhode Island?
Rules we have are the gayest rules they are. But they are in a tailspin panic over this thing. And it's like, everybody knows if you're a doctor, you don't write goofy scripts. You don't write notes for things.
That is weird. So they wanted a continuance. They didn't get it. So in lieu of that, they had Dr. Steve write a doctor's note that he couldn't attend. I mean, this is fucking nuts. Dr. Steve is, wow, the fact that he got himself involved in this is typical, like, nothing's going to happen to us. Carl and the Shitway and Melton, nothing's going to happen to us. We're invincible. We're invincible. Carl had to get Dr. Steve started to go fund him for him because they ran out of money to pay their attorneys. But we're always going to win. We're always going to come out on top. Melton can't even sit in a chair, but all they do is win.
can't vouch for, and you certainly don't practice or claim you're practicing medicine in a state you don't have a license in. That's insane. Who gives a shit if the 500-pound hunchback likes you? Such a weird thing. And now people are talking about reporting him to the, I got emails yesterday. We're reporting him to the DEA. We're reporting him to the medical board. And we're, my stance was, look, I'm not going to do that. I think that's going too far. But
what's his name? Steel Toe wrote a tweet about it. He's like, don't do that. Like anyone's going to listen to Steel Toe about anything. He's like, don't report Dr. Steve. Like, of course, whatever he tells them to do, they're going to do the opposite. Again, I don't think Dr. Steve should have got involved. And I don't need Dr. Steve to get in any trouble. I just want Melton to be in pain. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask? I paid my dues. I just want Melton to not be able to do shows. Right? Is Melton's money down? Remember, he was obsessed with my money being down. Is Melton's money down now that he can't do shows? I wonder. Is it?
As I start looking into this last night and this morning, and as people start to send me more and more stuff, I'm becoming less and less sympathetic by the second to this guy because he did such a boneheaded up retard thing. And it goes beyond a court case or anything like that. And, I could say more about the Melton case because our hearing hasn't started. There's no gag order. I don't want to because all we have to do is not up. So, not have a doctor write us a bogus note after our continuance thing gets denied. You knew for months that this hearing was happening. You'd known for weeks that you have a bad back. You claim you can't sit down on a plane ride, but you sat down for hours doing these shows at Hackamania. What I would be really interested in is, did Dr. Steve write any scripts? Because if he wrote scripts, that's up. That's something that, doctors don't get to be doctors much longer if they're, just writing scripts willy-nilly for people out in Las Vegas.
What's he mean? Giving them drugs?
Very interesting. See, Clippers United is me up right now. He actually, if he's trying to with me, it's working because he's in the chat going, I was duped. I don't think that Clippers United, I'm telling you right now, I just want to go on record. I'm not buying a fucking word of this.
I don't know what Clippers United is. Cripplers United. KB, if you claim Towboy set, it'll be the last. KB, if you claim Towboy set, it'll be the last MLC I'll listen to. I don't even know what that means. Are you threatening me? Like Barry Ribs? KB, if you claim Towboy set, it'll be the last MIC I'll listen to. I don't even know what that means. George, Mr. M. Holt, what is your source for your information? Tell Your Honor, I rely on Kiwi Farms and what was the guy who was just quoting? Rochi? Where the fuck did it go? Did I just take it down? Oh, yeah. Who was he just quoting? Clipper Anonymous? Okay, but if you claim Towboy, is anybody watching the show? Who is it? Who is Steel Toe just quoting? Clippers Anonymous. Okay, but if you claim Towboy set, it'll be the last. Again, you can listen to whatever the fuck you want, but if you think I'm going to take Melton's side, because why? Because if I don't take Melton's side, then you're going to not listen to my show. Clippers United. Yeah, if you claim Steel Towboy set, it'll be. It feels like a threat. So you're saying if I don't take Melton's side and Dr. Steve's side, you're gonna not listen? I don't give two fucks. Where the fuck is Chandler? He's gone. Oh, I'm fine. He carried my whole network for the first year practically. Him and Borgo and vaping. They're not even around anymore. So you think you can hurt me with these 49 threats? Who do you think I am? Who do you think I'm? Savannah Guthrie's mom? You're out of your fucking mind. Judge, Mr. Imholt, what is your source for the information? Toe, Your Honor, I rely on Kiwi Farms and WATP Info Services and Clippers United. And Clippers United. Again, this is why all these shows suck, because they can't even just deal with reality. So if I had gone to Hackmania, of course I didn't, then I would have had to take Dr. Steve's side and Tukey's and Rochi's and Clippers United and whoever. Again, I'm not taking sides. I'm just pointing out what clowns these motherfuckers are. Clueless clowns. And now Dr. Steve is caught up in the clueless clown web. Literally, Dr. Steve, a doctor. As somebody pointed out, Dr. Steve was on O&A for decades, never got in any trouble. Now he's over here. And again, people have gone to jail from the Dabbleverse. Kenyatta Bryant did Ray DeVito's show, and he's in jail. That's why I don't take it. I'm not friends with anybody. I don't take anybody's side. I'm just reporting and having a good time with it. And I hope Melton's in a lot of pain. If you have his direct number, let him know. Send him the clip of I'm wishing him more and more pain. And I can't wait to watch the show tomorrow. Because, again, I would have had more fun streaming it on Rumble, Hackmania, if I knew Melton was in a lot of pain. I didn't know that. I didn't see his show from 3/31/26. But I appreciate the threat and Godspeed. Fucking idiots. Oh, no. Joe Burrow turned against me. Oh, Joe Burrow. Come on. We used to party together. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose Joe Burrow if I don't side with Melton and Dr. Steve and Club-Footed Carl and the ISO Network. Oh, Joe Burrow. You're not going to listen to my show. Are you going to cancel your Patreon? Did I just lose $8, you fucking loser? You absolute fucking loser. Did I just lose $8? Tell me I lost $8. I take it back. I apologize. Oh. Can Dr. Steve diagnose whether a hunchback failure owns his own houses or pays his taxes? This certain individual fails in that regard as well. I know, but don't get Joe Burrow mad. Joe Burrow's going to get mad at you because you got to agree with him or else he's going to not listen anymore. He's going to take all his friends and he's not going to listen anymore. He won't send me $5 super chats. I'll be ruined. But you know what, Joe Burrow? I can sit in a chair. I don't have a hunchback. I don't have a mom wife. Adam's not in jail for being a chauffeur, but I don't even use super tips. Remember he was like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're not using super tips? Is Melton's money down? You fucking loser. You still play for the Bengals? I wish I could use stronger language. Did you? Yeah. Fucking losers. More threats. Oh, no. Joe Burrow. Whatever will I do? If Joe Burrow's not listening to my show anymore because I didn't take Melton's side. A guy who talks shit about my wife for years been trying to convince anybody my show the money was down. Is Melton's money down? You can't even do shows anymore. The state of Minnesota has had hundreds of millions of dollars defrauded from It'd Only Be Right if the crackdown starts with this phony doctor's note. Again, this is why I don't get involved. I've already had my friends and how that works out. Remember Bob was going to beat me half to death? Because why? Because he quit my show on payday? That's not my problem. That's not my problem. Melton has a hunchback, and then he wanted to lift a fruit tree or something. I don't even know what the fuck he's buying in March. He's buying a lemon tree, and then he thought that was a good idea. And his dumb wife, does he even have a wife? Why wouldn't his wife help him? She must know he has a hunchback. I've only been around him a couple times. I know he has a hunchback. But she didn't think to help him? And then he thought, oh, my back is fine. Then he didn't go see a doctor. But I'm dumb. And Joe Burrow's not going to listen to my show anymore if I side with the toe. Actually, I'm not siding with the toe. I'm just against Melton. I don't have to side with the toe for Melton to be in pain. And again, the toe is not a lawyer and he's not a doctor, so I'm not either. But I know if Dr. Steve wrote a note for Melton, that's dumb. But they're pals like Carl. Remember? Carl's so smart. And then he had to get a GoFundMe to pay for his lawyer because he's smart. Fucking idiots. In the Dabbleverse, the enemy of your enemy is still a hack. Again, I don't, even doing the shows of Bob Levy, no disrespect to Bob Levy, but I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Again, I might cancel my May 2nd show. And like I told Johnny Carson, if you buy a ticket and I'm not there, I'll reimburse you. I don't give a fuck. But we're not pals. I'm not pals. I already went that route. Remember, we're all pals? I'm not pals because I don't want to get dragged into their bullshit. But Dr. Steve, dumb enough to fall for it and be like, I want to be pals with Tukey because he's a puppeteer. That's what I want to be. I want to be pals with Tukey. Fucking losers.